Alright, so now that we have a color palette that we generated using coolers.co, I've gone ahead and actually placed a little PDF of this color scheme in the Healthy Bytes mobile app assets as well. You can access this PDF and then go ahead and use these hex codes to generate the same color scheme for your project. But again, as I mentioned, you can feel free to use your own color scheme as well. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and head on over back to our XD, and just on the side over here, up here, I'm going to go ahead and create another section sort of in my pasteboard here, and call this one my color scheme, like so. Go ahead and just align that with the components, bring it down a little bit, and then what I want to do is go ahead and create, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to create 5 ellipses here to generate that color scheme for our project. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this over here, the ellipse. I'm going to remove the border from there and then go ahead and just create 5 of those. Perfect. And one by one, I'm going to go ahead and just input those hex codes into my ellipses. So the first one being this hex code for color 1. I'm going to go ahead and change the fill to that code. And we get that color. Same thing over here. Get that color. Keep repeating this process for all the colors. There we go. All right, so there we go. We have our color scheme in our project now. So of course we can go ahead and add these colors to our swatches down here and use them throughout our project. But one thing that XD does give us is the ability to use color styles in our library. So if you head on over to our libraries, we see from up here, we have a little colors in our asset panel. And so this way, if we do add our color scheme to this color section of the XD in our libraries, we can easily use them throughout our project. And if we do need to make a change to our color scheme, we simply just have to change our color scheme over here and it will be applied throughout our project. And you'll see how that's useful in just a second. So in order to apply this color scheme, you can simply go ahead and select each object where you have that color and then go ahead and add it to our color like this. Or you can go ahead and select all of them like this and click plus. Both work. And so XD will go ahead and generate those colors as a color palette over here for us, and with the title being the hex code. And so now if you want, we can go ahead and rename these colors. So I'm going to do primary for this one right here. For the second one here, which is this color, we're going to do secondary. And this one's going to be your accent 1. And this one's going to be your accent 2. Or you can do accent 3 for this one. And so now our colors have a name as well. So now that we have our color scheme set up over here, the beauty of this is that XD will go ahead and see where you use those colors. And they've already been tied to our color scheme or our color styles over here in XD. So just to give you an example, if we now go ahead and edit this primary color by right clicking and clicking edit. If we do decide to go ahead and let's say change this primary color to some sort of let's say purple, then it will go ahead and apply everywhere throughout our design where we're using that color. And so now with that, we can easily change our color scheme without the need to go throughout our design and change each color or each object using that color. And you can see how useful that can be. And so now with that said, I'm going to go ahead and just hit Command Z a bunch of times until we go back to that color that we have. And of course, as we use these other colors throughout our design, we can go ahead and kind of see how useful this color scheme and color sets in our XD libraries will be.